This is Sparta!
Hello everybody and welcome back to World of Tanks. My name is Spartan Elite 43 and tonight, I know what you're thinking already. Spartan? When did you get a Scorpion G? Actually, recently. So, there's a thing. This tank is one of the tanks that when I reviewed it, or did my first look of it, I really enjoyed it. I loved this tank back then, and I still love it now. But unfortunately, I didn't have the money back then to get it. So, I picked it up. I had to. It was the thing. It's just such a good little tank destroyer, man. It's got a great gun. Everybody knows that 128mm gun. It's so good. And then you put that on the body of a taller, so it's not Rheinmetall Borsig, but, you know, you put it on a taller tank so that you can look up over stuff. Because that was my biggest thing about the Borsig. I love the Borsig too, but the Borsig's problem, it's so low to the ground. Like, you can't look over. You always have to stick yourself out. Whereas this can look over. And so I enjoy this. Now, the one thing I will say is you got to turn sideways to get better gun depression. But other than that, the tank is amazing. So we're going to take up a pretty normal spot for a tank destroyer. Initially, I'm behind the bush. And then I got to thinking, I'm like, it'd probably be better off if I hug the church a little bit better. That way, when I come out, I can shoot and get back and not have to worry about taking a hit. Whereas if I'm out here, by the time I get cover, I could have taken a hit. Now, I will say this. I never noticed that those trees get caught on the church. And you see me look up. I was like, that's awesome. It's just a nice little detail. And wait for it. Oh, he got behind it. Unfortunate. But it is the thing. So, he's hiding behind the hill. We can't do anything about him. But these super paper-thin armored tank destroyers, you have to be patient. You cannot afford to rush and get yourself killed. So, T-32's sitting there, 450 damage. Now, I will say this. This tends to roll lower than the Borsig and the other 128mm guns. It does tend to roll a little low, but it still doesn't matter. It is fantastic. It's got good penetration. It's got good gun handling, and you got mobility. So there's really no downside to this other than the fact that it is paper thin. So you get hit, you get pinned. You might notice that the chassis looks pretty familiar. Those of us who know the Panther know where that chassis came from. It's the Panzer V. Right? Am I right? Somebody's going to have to let me know in the comment below. I may be wrong. I may be completely wrong. But it does look familiar. It looks like basically a Panzer V-4 with a 128. Oh, hello. And shot. Oh, and he gets the track damage because troll me. Troll me once. Shame on you. Troll me twice. Not going to happen, sunshine. 530. That's a better roll. I like that one better. And now he's got 100 health, and down he goes. Lorraine 40-ton. How you doing, sunshine? Put a round on him, 423. See, that's what I'm talking about. It tends to roll on the low side, and then this T-25-2 comes jumping off the cliff, all dramatic, and he's sitting there just begging for it, and we finish him off. Somebody touched him right before we hit him, but it doesn't matter. We do get detected on that shot, but you can see, very quick forward and reverse allows you to get in and out of trouble really quickly, and that's a very nice thing to have. Now, I will say this. I played this game a little bit too conservatively. I should have pushed up a lot sooner, but, you know, I didn't want to get myself into trouble. That's an autoloader right there, that Lorraine 40-ton, so I don't want to get into a position where he could shoot me a bunch of times, but he's not even looking at me. So as soon as I get loaded, we put him down. Poke him? We poke him down. You know, gotta poke him. That's a new phrase. Coin it. It's a thing. Alright, so the T-32's on the backside of the ridgeline, and you can see I'm starting to swing, and I swing really wide here. I don't want to come in straight over the middle, because I don't want to give everybody a chance to shoot me. I don't have the armor to take the rounds. Like, if they shoot me, they're gonna pin. It doesn't matter where they hit this tank, they're going through. So, the only advantage I have is speed, mobility, and a big gun. So don't fumble it away. Keep yourself out of trouble and pick your spots. Go in when you have the advantage. Now this Type 4 Heavy here is terrifying. So we're just looking for other tanks. We're like, this is a T-32 over there. That's unfortunate, but, you know. Hey, look, another T-32 right next to us. How you doing? Oh, he notices. It's too late, Sunshine. I'm already on you. And there's 533. Now, he does hit me, and as you can see, not preferable. But he's in trouble, and he knows it. Is he going to shoot me again? Nope. We put a round on him, and down he goes. So, that's the mobility. This thing is like a supercharged Hellcat. You got a bigger gun, and it's like a Hellcat. It's got the mobility, except it turns better than a Hellcat. So that's why I like it. It's so good. And it's got camo if you stay back. This guy, we go in, and this time we actually auto-lock and pull the trigger and hit his turret. Of all the places to hit that thing, we hit him right in the turret. But because we moved in, he misses his shot there. But because we move in, there we wait for a better shot. We close the distance, and we hit him. That allows our team to push in on these guys. And I didn't mean to ram that guy. But, you know, you can only do so much turning. Eventually, you're going to run into somebody. Especially if they stop in your path in a little tiny lichen. But down they go. We had a pretty solid game. Not the greatest game ever, but not bad either. For a Tier 8 tank destroyer doing 3,500 damage. Not bad. So what do we end up with? 81,000 credits earned. 3,500 damage, 3 kills. Oh, by the way, that's 81,000 credits while also using food and octane. So if you like what I'm doing, punch the like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you in the next video.